So I'm thinking, contemplating, having an idea that I want to up my video game. As much as I seem to do some of my best work while driving, I want to expand the repertoire. I'd like to flip this this format and getting something, different settings but the same talkie going. But before I get to that, let's talk about this. Just just to get it out of the way. About a month ago, I had surgery for a detached retina. Oh, well, let's take it. And I've been out of commission since then, off work, the whole shebang. And I thought at first, trying to find bright side, yay, positives. It would give me lots of time to do projects and things, video work, building out the van, whatever stuff. Ha ha ha, no. Uh, that just flat out did not work at all. At all, at all, at all. The first week after the surgery was terrible. Was one of the worst weeks in that I can recall anyway. And that's saying a lot. I have had some fairly significant insults to my physical person, including but not limited to broken arm, huge variety of falls and what have you. Even had a run-in with melanoma, cancer. Nothing serious. It was a close call. 15-minute surgery and I was done. So that was okay. So with that in mind, it's one of the reasons I don't call myself a cancer survivor, because it was a close call. It was a kiss on the cheek. And I said, thanks, but you're not my type. Surgeon agreed, dealt with it. Um, so yeah, a lot more serious than this in many ways, though untreated. A detached retina will lead to blindness in one or both eyes, depending on which retinas. But I have been out of commission. No heavy lifting. Okay, can't build out the van. Nothing over 10 or 15 pounds. Are you kidding me? Okay. First couple of days I had to spend with my face pointed at the floor because detached retina surgery, they go into your eye, they reattach the retina, and then they put a gas bubble in your eye. The purpose of the gas bubble is to press the retina into position while it heals. Okay? You can't do anything. I can't see. My vision is better, but not good enough to be driving with. Or, sorry. Yeah, I need this to drive because it's currently all wobbly, farsighted, out of focus, and very disconcerting. So yeah, that's what that's about. I've been trying to work around it. I last week I pulled out some old journal entry and kind of put that together so that I could upload something. And this week, going back to what I was starting with, this week the plan was to expand my video repertoire. I don't know what to call it. Just my style. Try something new. So I started with I had an idea and I broke it down into multiple scenes, and a scene that would be at the park, two that were at the mall, one at my desk. About four scenes, about that, give or take. Yeah, this is not that video. It I when I tell a story, I'm very linear. I start at the beginning and I work my way through to the end. And trying to break it up into scenes and filming them out of sequence. So I have to drop into the conversation in the middle. Just, I had my notes. My outline, and then I'd turn the camera on, and my brain would go, I don't know what to say. What am I don't know what I'm doing, and that was just total switch off of the old brain. So, didn't quite work. So the new plan, because I still want to carry through with this, but I have to work with kind of how my mind works. So the new plan, ooh, hello, the new plan is to record whatever it is I want to talk about. I'm not going to give it away here. 4 or 5 times, depending on how many scenes I want. And I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to talk through it, start to finish. And then I'm going to take it onto the computer and I'm going to chop it up and take, oh, that bit came out well. And I'll mate it with a bit from a different scene or different location and put it together and see how this works. Um, so that's the plan, that's the theory. And if it sounds like a lot of work, yes, yes, very much so. As much as I like sitting driving and talking to you while I'm driving, I want to expand my repertoire. I want to provide a bit more. And that's what I'm about today, really. That's what I'm doing today. I'm going out. I'm going to recreate a couple of the shots with the exception I forgot my book. Fudge. Okay. Try and recreate from memory what I was trying to do. This is, boy, I'm going to be glad when I know what I'm doing. That's silly. Um, so yeah. So as I progress, as I mature, as I try and figure out what I'm doing with this whole YouTube thing, I can't begin to tell you how much motivation and inspiration it gives me to have a subscriber. I have a subscriber. And that's going to be part of what I'm talking about in the video I have in mind that I'm trying to create here. I'm trying to up my game. It's exciting. It is. It is exciting. A lot of work, but I'm enjoying it. It's giving me something to do, giving me an excuse to get out of the house because for the last 3 weeks, to be honest, I have been doing nothing but binge watching stuff or just to switch it up a little bit, staring at the wall blankly while my mind goes zip, 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 zip. I don't. It is so bad, the boredom, that is, the lack of activity was so bad, I kind of bullied my doctor, my surgeon, into allowing me to go back to work Monday. So after a month. A friend of mine went through this same thing, and she wasn't even allowed to drive for 2 months. But I heal quickly, and if I feel like I am not safe to drive, I don't. So there's that. But I just can't sit at home. Um, my mind was starting to just routinely wander down some pretty dark paths. It's just not good for me. So, yeah, I kind of bullied my surgeon a little bit. We made a deal. I could go back to work, but on light duties for a week. just to get back into the swing of things. And that's kind of what's going to happen. If I feel that I have made a mistake, well, we'll revisit that. But I think I'll be okay as long as I'm not too foolish about it. I'm excited about this new format. I kind of, every time I tell the story, it's a little bit different anyway. I'm meandering off topic. It may not wind up being at all like what I'm envisioning in my head. In fact, I'll be very surprised if it is anything like what I'm envisioning in my head. But I'm okay with that. This is a work in progress, and I know from previous bouts of creativity, whether it was building furniture, drawing a picture, uh, anything, what I envisioned in my head never, ever, ever came to fruition. It always came out different. I'm okay with that, to be honest. I really am. That's part of the creative process. You start with a concept, an idea, and I've never been one for making really detailed plans. I will make an outline, a guideline, and then go from there, because things always, stuff happens. And this is where the creativity for me really comes in. It is solving the problems, adapting to the challenges, and seeing what kind of wonders come out of it. And while it doesn't come out the way I envisioned it, it does come out pretty freaking awesome a lot of the time. Surprisingly so. I'm always pleasantly surprised by what comes out. So I'm okay with that. It's all part of the process, and I enjoy it. I like the problem solving. That's where my creativity really comes out, is problem solving. Well, that's not working, so adapt. It's a phenomenal way of getting things done. I enjoy it no end. No end. And I'm kind of talking this out with you right now because I'm trying to get a sense, a feeling, a notion, if you will, as to how my voice will develop on YouTube in this video format. Because this is absolutely new to me. Like, well, pretty much every single human being in North America, we've been raised on video. We know what we like. We know what's good and what's not. It's in the back of our heads. We just don't maybe have the technical knowledge. I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. I will put this together and I will look at it and I'll try and figure out if I like it. That's the hard part. That's the main mistake I made with the other two channels. I had two other channels before that were utter and absolute abysmal failures because, like most new artists, I was way too wrapped up in my own cleverness. So the goal this time is to step back and try and look at it like I'd never seen it before, like it was not my creation. And look at it with those eyes and determine from there, is this worth watching? Is it? I don't know. These journal entries I'm less concerned with, I will be honest. These journal entries are more along the lines of notes to myself. I'm talking things out. And I think that they will probably always happen from the driver's seat while I'm driving, because for reasons that are far beyond my puny little brain to figure out, this is where I do my best thinking. If I try just sitting drinking a cup of coffee at my desk in the morning when it's quiet and I go thinking there. I've got a limited window, and then my mind starts just meandering away into daydreams, fantasies, sometimes, depending on what my day is like, how I'm feeling. It might start wandering down the dark roads. This, none of which is, I mean, the daydreaming is sometimes productive in an accidental sort of way. Um, but it's not really what you'd call constructive thinking. Certainly not deliberate, focused, intentional. Here behind the wheel, maybe it's because I'm mostly distracted by trying not to crash into anybody or die or anything like that. It allows my mind to travel down a certain road, a certain path, think things through, and figure things out. So these entries, journal entries, they're I'm less concerned about their ultimate viewability to the general public. They are something I will keep doing for myself. I'm more than happy to make them available to you, the general public, my subscribers, my fans, my viewers, my haters. I don't care. I'm enjoying the process. I'm doing this. Oh, you just stole my spot. Shoot, I was going to go there. Okay. I'm enjoying the process. I'm really getting into this video thing. At first, it was very strange, very awkward, difficult. It was an alien format, one that I was not accustomed to. But now that I'm getting more comfortable with it, especially while I'm driving, I'm getting into it. I'm enjoying the process, the recording. I'm enjoying coming up with ideas. I'm enjoying trying them, realizing that they are, if not flat out stupid. Hang on. There we go. And even if they're not flat out stupid, there may be a near miss. It's a learning experience. I'm enjoying the editing, learning the software. Uh, and I'll talk about the software in a minute. I'm going to go into the mall here and just grab a bite to eat. So I will rejoin with you presently. I have a MacBook Air. I've been editing my videos mostly on iMovie, but I'm beginning to with this move to a more expanded format, creative ideas, multi-location, uh, recording with the GoPro but using the phone for audio, all these sorts of things. I'm finding that that iMovie I'm beginning to hit up against its limits. And so I'm, with some trepidation, I will freely admit, I am looking to move to DaVinci Resolve. There's a learning curve. There is a learning curve, absolutely a learning curve involved. I think I'm going to try using it for the video that I'm creating with the different locations and all. It's a far more complex project. There's a couple of reasons. DaVinci Resolve is better suited to handling complex projects. And this is a big one here. It is non-destructive editing. So with iMovie, if I want to take a clip from here and a clip from there and join them, I got to cut out all the bits that I don't want. I cut them, I delete them, they are destroyed, gone. Now I can Command Z, Command Z, and back up and restore them, but then I have to find my new clip point. With Resolve, it is non-destructive, so I can just slide it around until I've got it exactly where I want without actually removing any of the bits that I don't want. They just get hidden. That along with audio editing, I'm just, yeah, that's kind of what I'm after. That's the direction, as difficult as it's going to be to learn. Yeah, it'll be a good experience, and it helps learning new things helps your brain stay young. So why not? We'll see how it goes. Uh, but yeah, so that's about it today. Thank you for riding along with me. You have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and remember, I appreciate you. You're awesome. Have a great day. Bye.